All right, here we go. Solving one-step equations. We have negative 9r, negative 9 times r equals negative 45. All right. The operation that's going on here in between the negative 9 and the r, there is no symbol. So in algebra, when you want to do an operation, you don't see a symbol, you know the operation that they're using is multiplication. All right. So this can be written as negative 9 times r equals negative 45. It's saying the exact same thing. You may also see it as negative 9 dot r equals negative 45. All three of these things are saying the same exact thing. All right. Now, since the operation that they're using here is multiplication to combine the negative 9 and the r, we want to get rid of this negative 9 or turn it into a 1 somehow, because we want 1r equals some number over here. We want to get the r's. We want to get 1r by itself over here and everything else over here on the right hand side. 1r over here on the left hand side, get everything else, all the numbers over here on the right hand side. So right now we have negative 9r. In order to turn this into 1r, we divide by negative 9. All right. And because we introduced a new divided by negative 9 on the left hand side, we must introduce a new divided by negative 9 on the right hand side. If we only introduce a new divided by negative 9 on the left hand side, this equation would no longer be equal. It would be lopsided. The left hand side would no longer be equal to the right hand side. But because we introduce a negative 9 on the left, we must introduce a negative 9 on the right in order for the equations to remain equal. The equation to remain equal. All right, so negative 9 divided by negative 9, that cancels. Anything divided by itself cancels to 1. So we have 1 times r, which is just r. And we have negative 45 divided by 9. Divided by negative 9. Now a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So we know whatever our answer is going to be a positive number. And now we just have to do 45 divided by 9. And that's 5. And we know r equals 5 based on the steps we've taken. But if we were unsure, all we have to do is check it. We can take this original question, rewrite that equation, negative 9 times r equals negative 45. All right, since r equals 5 and 5 equals r, anywhere we see an r, we can plug in a 5. Anywhere we see a 5, we can plug in an r, but we don't want to do that right now. So for right now, every time we see an r, we're going to plug in 5. So I'm going to rewrite this line. Instead of writing r, I'm going to write what? Yes, 5. Bring down the equal sign. Bring down a negative 45. This is the number 45. Don't get that confused with something else. All right, so negative 9 times 5 is negative 45. Because a negative times a positive is a negative 45 equals negative 45. All right, and that checks out. So negative 45 equals negative 45, which means r equals 5, which means we did all this correct. All right, good job.